Over the weekend, more than 800 firearms were turned over to the city in just hours. But one picture is gaining a lot of attention on social media where one person exchanged dozens of 3D printed guns for thousands of dollars.
Yay, capitalism. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC, P.A.N. Firearms, for your NRA certification, multifaceted gun training, also offering aerial photography and drone services. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. And let's talk about this. With all the doom and gloom stories that I've told over the last few days, this one here is definitely going to lift your spirits, because here's one of the let's say call it the John Q. Public's getting back at the system, and I applaud him for it. Good for him. Like I said, yay capitalism. But what happened here is this was a Houston, Texas gun buyback program, and a man printed a bunch of 3D firearms. When I initially saw the picture's probably up behind me, I kind of looked at it and said, wait a minute, are any of those functional? And what he did was, yeah, he printed up a bunch of 3D guns. He took them down there and traded it all in for gift cards. You got to watch this video here. This is from a local news station. It's awesome. Let's go and watch that.
Tonight there's fallout from Houston's first ever gun buyback event. Over the weekend, more than 800 firearms were turned over to the city in just hours. But one picture is gaining a lot of attention on social media where one person exchanged dozens of 3D printed guns for thousands of dollars. Fox 26's Matthew Seedorf is looking into it for us tonight. Matthew, what have you found?
Well, Tom, overall, the mayor says the event was a success, but he says the city won't be buying any more 3D printed guns. New backlash from Houston's first gun buyback event. One person selling the city dozens of 3D printed firearms known as ghost guns.
We're going to exclude those the next time around.
Using online research, we found the man claiming to have sold 62 ghost guns to the city Saturday, each in exchange for Visa gift cards. The man sharing this photo of the firearms he says he made using a 3D printer, exclusively telling Fox 26 the goal was not personal profit, but to send Houston leaders a message about spending $1 million tax dollars on something that has no evidence of any effect on crime.
You'll always have people who will try to take advantage of programs. And I was there when that person brought in those guns. The reason why we decided to go ahead on and do that is because we had not said we were not going to.
So far this year in Houston, there have been 274 reported homicides, up from 263 this day last year. 6 months ago, Mayor Sylvester Turner announced a $53 million federally funded crime prevention plan called One Safe Houston, setting aside $1 million for gun buyback events. Really expecting the criminals to turn in their guns at these buybacks?
Yes. Yeah, I do.
$50?
Yeah, because, for them, at that point in time, they may need $50 for whatever reason. Criminals don't always think things through.
The man we messaged with claims each gun cost him about $3 to make. He sold 62 to the city for $50 each, profiting about $2,900. The man says he now has 3 goals: have the city pay fair prices for firearms, use private donations rather than tax dollars, and don't destroy historic guns.
There needs to be state and federal laws to ban people from producing these ghost guns.
More than 840 firearms turned over to the city Saturday for gift cards between $50 and $200. And tonight, the mayor tells me they're planning 2 more of these buyback events. We're live in Houston tonight. Matthew Seedorf, Fox 26 News.
All right, you heard that, you saw that. You know what? Good for him. Good for him. If they're stupid enough to not know what exactly they're actually taking in, then good for him for getting that money. And he's correct. How dare you use taxpayer dollars for a solution that doesn't work? I'm going to take it over here to the Western Journal, and this is an article here titled, "Here's How One Man Completely Outsmarted a Houston Gun Buyback and Profited for Him." for it, sorry. One man outsmarted a Houston, Texas gun buyback. An unnamed Houston man told KRIV that he exchanged dozens of 3D printed guns for Visa gift cards at a Saturday gun buyback. After the event, Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner said that the city wouldn't pay for 3D printed homemade guns in the next buyback, suggesting buyer's remorse after the clever bootstrap gunsmith outsmarted the system. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. All right, quote, "We're going to exclude those next time around," Turner said of the creations. This is a program designed for people who want to voluntarily relinquish their guns. Problem is, the criminal element are not signing up for this. The people who commit the crimes with illegal firearms are not doing this. So how's that helping anything? But the city of Houston advertised the Saturday buyback as a means to fight gun violence. Once again, if the criminals are not doing it, then you're not fighting nothing. But giving away Visa gift cards to a man who bought a large collection of 3D printed guns apparently wasn't what they had in mind. The man who claims to have turned in the 3D printed gun says he intended to make a point about the buyback itself. Quote, "The goal was not personal profit, but to send Houston leaders a message about spending $1 million tax dollars, wow, on something that has no evidence of any effect on crime," the anonymous man said. Ghost guns, another name for 3D printed guns, are in fact functional firearms. They can be produced with relative ease at a cheap cost by individuals familiar with 3D printing technology, although they aren't as durable as conventional firearms. Harris County District Attorney Kim Ogg criticized the event in a letter to Sheriff Ed Gonzalez, Mayor Sylvester Turner, and Police Chief Troy Finner, according to the Houston Chronicle. Ogg warned that the no questions asked format of the event could harm public safety, impede the prosecution of violent criminals, and encourage the theft of firearms in and around Harris County. Makes sense. Grab some guns from somebody and then turn them in with no questions asked. Sure. Gun buybacks have been previously criticized for failing to accomplish their stated purpose. Critics say the event allowed criminals to exchange guns involved in violent acts without a fear of accountability, because you turn in the gun that you used to kill somebody and then go right back out and get another gun. Then you get money for the gun that you turned in. But paying for guns later used as evidence in trial proceedings can disqualify their use in a courtroom, of course. Houston police indicated that one man exchanged 62 guns for Visa gift cards in the buyback, and one picture from the event showed a large collection of 3D printed guns obtained by authorities. It's not clear if the 62 gun salesman unloaded the 3D printed collection. Another man who subsequently sought to turn in 2 3D printed firearms was denied by the city. The buyback did draw in Houstonians willing to exchange their conventional firearms for gift cards, cash. But here's the problem with those. If you ever see what people turn in to these gun buybacks, is junk. It's old, rusted out shotguns. Like, I mean, think guns that are 50, 60, 70 years old, just rusting away. It's stupidity. And why not? There was a story of one woman who literally turned in her old gun, which wasn't worth that much, for a gift card. She then used that gift card to buy herself a better gun. You know, what are you gonna do, you know? But the line of cars outside Wheeler Avenue Baptist Church in the 3rd Ward stretched 2 miles long during the event. The Sacramento Police Department in California offered a gun buyback in exchange for gas cards at a moment in which fuel prices reached the highest earlier this year. Okay, so you heard all that. So he turned in 62 3D printed guns. Like I said, if you look at that picture, I immediately questioned. I said, are those functional? Did he just print out shells and turn them in? Good for him. You know what? If they're stupid enough to give him the gift cards, then he should, yeah, hey, good for him. But apparently he definitely turned a profit based on the math. I'm going to put the math up there, because based on what they said it cost him to make them and what he received, he definitely walked away with a serious profit. I'm not going to blame the guy. Gun buybacks are inherently inefficient, a waste of money, because you do not get the results that you want, or the intended results, because the criminals are not going to adhere to it. But once again, funny story. I think it's hysterical. I laughed when I first read it. And yeah, good for him. I'm pretty sure from now on, any gun buyback program is going to be very careful as to what they take in and what they, and what anyone can bring there. But good for him. What a joke. It's excellent. It's awesome. I had to report this one. So next gun, because I'm sure there are a bunch of guys sitting around right now out there cranking out all kinds of guns out of the 3D printers, thinking, yeah, I'm gonna catch up on this one. Yeah. I was thinking of getting 3D printer myself. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.